Aita for sending my family an angry email because they still speak to my ex-husband and even have him over, especially in light of his present relationship with a girl 20 years younger than him. So basic background is, I'm 42, two kids age 14 and 12, and signed divorce papers in April after almost 2 years of it being drug out trying to get my fair share from him. The details of why are not important, but I'm angry, embarrassed, lost, and sad any given moment of the day. A lot of this has to do with feeling like I've been replaced by a 23-year-old surfing instructor who is everything I'm not. My husband and kids claims that she is just his friend and helping him learn his life, long desire to surf. But Jesus Christ, give me a break. My husband has primary custody because he had better lawyers who were able to manipulate some minor missteps on my part into the court seeing them as a huge deal. So this past weekend I picked up the kids and said we were going to visit my parents. They said they would rather use their season passes to SeaWorld since they spent all weekend with my parents and Aunt Stacy and Uncle Brian, my brother and sister who I didn't even know were in town. I was like, "Your dad took you?" They said yes, that my parents had invited him over to see everyone. I was devastated because while I don't get along with my brother and sister and my mom, they let my ex-husband know they were coming and not me. I can't even let that sink in without tears forming. I sort of jested that, "Oh, and let me guess, Ms. Surf Instructor was there too?" My daughter said, "Well, actually, we all went to her house in Ocean Beach because she gave Stacy and Brian lessons after hours. That included my mom and dad." I was so devastated I took the kids back home and just went home and cried for an hour. When I was done, I sent a furious email to my entire family how inappropriate they all had been, and then not only hanging out with my ex for an entire weekend, but his little chippy as well is a massive slap in the face. And the fact they didn't even tell they were in town, let alone invite me, makes me feel so alone. My mom was the only one to respond, and she basically said, "Yes, it was rude. We didn't tell you Stacy and Brian were here, and we shouldn't have done that. But we didn't divorce Bradley, and we still see him as a son. This email, along with your behavior over the last 5 years, should really give you insight into why we might not want you at family events." In so many words, she called me asshole for sending the email, was I?